Hello students, today I am introducing you all with a new subject, that is accounting. Okay, so I have sent you all the definitions regarding the accounting and the rest of the procedures, and let's start the process here. So accounting is what? Accounting is a process of recording our business transactions. Now, what are business transactions? It means whatever happen in our business that affect our business are called business transactions. It means anything that happen in the business are business transactions. Okay, and when we record these transactions, the system of recording is called accounting. Okay, so let's carry out with the definition that every business enterprise has accounting system. It means from a small trader to all the big companies, big industries, every business enterprise has their own accounting system. It means every business enterprise will record their transactions and have their separate accounting system. They need to record their business transactions. Okay. It means it is a means of collecting, summarizing, analyzing, recording in money terms information about business. It means it is a proper procedure in which first we collect our transactions. First we collect our transactions, that what happens in our business in regular basis. First we collect all the information about our business which are held in money terms. In money terms, like transaction, there are so many transactions which do not have their monetary value. For example, you have your manager in business and an employee in your business. So there is a dispute arises between both of them, and their dispute will affect your business. It means if the manager is going, this will affect your business, and if the employee is going, this will also affect your business. So your company will have to face some loss because of dispute conducted between both of them. But this loss you can't record, or this is a business event but you can't record it because we don't have its monetary value. It means we can't analyze the monetary value of this loss. So these type of events happen in business, but these are not transactions, these are just business events. So we record only the transactions, or we collect the information about only the transactions which are having their money values. Next is, after collecting the information, we will summarize it. It means we will send them according to their heads. It means after collecting the information, we will record it in a single book of set, like cash book, purchase book, sales book. So these separate books we will prepare, and we will record each and every transaction as per their headings or as per their heads. So this is called the process of summarizing. After that, analyzing. It means when we prepare all these our transactions and we had a proper form of our profit and loss of business, we can analyze the loss or profit that happens in our business, or even every transaction we can analyze. And the last process, or the last means, is recording. So recording, I have already told you that when any transaction, money transactions happen in our business, we need to record it, or I should say we need to write it in our business. And the way in which we will write it, this way is called accounting, or I can say accounting system. So I have written one more feature here, that it records only financial transaction. So I have already told you that only those transactions are recorded which have their money value. The transaction which do not have any money value, that have not been recorded in our accounting system. Like I have given you an example that there is a dispute between the manager and the employee, and our company faces loss due to them, and this event we cannot record. So this was not a financial transaction. Now I am giving you the example of financial transaction. Like our businessman purchased 200 chairs and 10 tables. So he have purchased something. So this is a financial transaction because 200 chairs and 10 tables have their monetary value, or they can be recorded in money terms. Like 200 chairs having the value of rupees 300. So that will become 60,000. Okay. 10 tables having the value of rupees 1000. So it will become 10,000. So they have their own money value. So that's why I'm saying them financial transactions. Similarly, there are so many examples of this, like land purchased, business purchased, or sale of goods. All these are the financial transaction of our business. So in our accounting system, only these transactions are records. Okay. So students, now there is a question arise that why there is a need to record the transaction. Is it necessary or not? So let me tell you some objectives of accounting. It means why should we record the transactions, or why should we follow our accounting system. So the first point of our accounting objective is to keep systematic record of business transaction. It means in our accounting system we record business transaction, that I have already told you. Now our accounting system provides us a systematic way to record these, like date, day, year. So we will have a systematic or a chronological way to record our business transaction. And if we record our business transactions, so it helps us to avoid the possibility of omission and fraud. It means if we have all the data regarding date or as per years, there is less to less possibility of becoming fraud. Means no one can cheat our data. Okay. So come to the second. To calculate profit or loss of our business. If we are recording each and every transaction, then we are able to calculate profit or loss. We can ascertain our profit of the year or any losses we have to face in the year. And this profit or loss has been ascertained by preparing a trading and profit and loss account. It means we will evaluate our profit or loss by making a trading and profit and loss account. So the second objective of accounting is that if you are recording your transaction, you are able to calculate your profit and loss by preparing trading and profit and loss account. And it is very obvious that if your revenues are more than your expenses, then it will show a profit to you. And if your revenues are more than less than your expenses, then it will show a loss to you. So students, here is a question arise that what are revenues? Revenues are our money receipts, and expenses we all know that money payments. Okay, so revenue are money receipts and expenses are money payments. So if our receipts are more than payments, it means we are having a profit. And if our receipts are less than our payments, it means we will have to face the loss. Okay, so second most objective of accounting, that we will record our transactions to ascertain the profit or loss. One more thing, that if you are preparing this account, trading and P&L account, you are able to know that how much goods you have been purchased in a particular year. It means you are able to know that how much goods you have been purchased and how much goods you have sold in a particular year. Okay, and one more thing, that how much goods is still remain unsold for you. So by preparing this account, we are able to know the purchase of our whole year, the sale of our whole year, and last one is the unsold goods of our whole year. So this is the second objective. Now come to the third one, to ascertain the financial position of business. So students, what is financial position? In general words, we can say that health of our business. It means how much healthy our business is. That is the financial position of our business. Okay, so students, for a businessman, ascertaining only the profit or loss is not sufficient, and the businessman must also know the financial health of the business. And for knowing the financial health, in our accounting system there is a statement given that we called balance sheet. Okay, so balance sheet the businessman will prepare so that they are able to know the financial health of our business. So students, in the last point we have read that by preparing trading and profit or loss account, we can know our profit or loss, and by preparing the balance sheet we can know about the financial health of our business. And this balance sheet shows us the assets and liabilities of our business. So these are the indicators of our financial health. So first thing, that what assets are? Assets are the property that has been owned by the owner. So what are assets? Assets are the property which are owned by the proprietor or the businessman or the owner. And liabilities are what? Liabilities are the dues on the owner, that somehow he will have to pay the liabilities. Or in Hindi, the assets are called sampatti and in liabilities are called daitva. It means that what we have and that what we will have to pay. Okay, so these assets and liabilities are recorded in a statement called balance sheet, and this balance sheet shows us the financial health of our business. So this was our third objective, to maintain or to record the record the transaction, that we can ascertain the financial position of our business. Okay, now come to the fourth one, to ascertain the progress of our business from year to year. It means if we are recording our transaction, if we are preparing balance sheet of our business, it means we can compare or we can ascertain the progress of our business from 2014 to 2015, 2015 to 2016. It means we can record the progress also, or can determine the progress of our business also, because we have all the details regarding, all the data regarding all these years. Okay, so now the point number 5th, to prevent and detect errors or frauds. See students, if we have a recorded data, then we are able to detect the errors and prevent from frauds of from our business. So if we want to prevent our business away from frauds or detect the errors from the from our business transaction, recording is the best way. So our fifth point of objective of accounting is that we are preparing the accounts to prevent our transactions from frauds and to detect the errors. Last point is to provide information to various parties. First of all, who are these various parties? These may be our suppliers, these may be our customers, these may be any bank or any financial institutes, these may be any government authorities, any person may be our party, may be our third party. So if we are preparing our P&L, our balance sheet, all these peoples are get to know about our financial position or about our main information regarding our business. So they are the communicating system of our business, because without them we can't do any business deal. So the another main objective of accounting is to communicate the accounting information to various interested parties like suppliers, customers, banks, government authorities, employees, investors. Okay, so this was our last objective of accounting. Students, now I have written 3 words here, that one is bookkeeping, another is accounting, and the third one is accountancy. Sometimes these 3 are considered as synonyms, but they are having a fundamental differences between them. Okay, so let's start with bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is what? It is an art of recording transaction. It means what type of transaction it is, how it will record, where it will transfer. These all activities are an art, and this art we can say bookkeeping. So bookkeeping is an art of recording the transaction. Okay, now come to accounting. What is accounting? Accounting is a process of summarizing and classifying. Or I can say in the form of P&L account and balance sheet. It means bookkeeping is an art of recording the transaction, that how we will record the transaction, where the entry will be passed, where it will transfer later. And accounting is a process that the recorded data has to be summarized and transferred to P&L account or the balance sheet. So this is called accounting, that in accounting we will summarize and classify our recorded data. Now come to the accountancy. Accountancy is what it is, or it refers to a systematic knowledge of accounting principles or rules. It means it is a systematic knowledge of accounting principles or accounting rules that are applied at the time of recording or summarizing or classifying. It means if you have a systematic knowledge of all these principles, all these rules, it means you are able to know the accountancy. So this I can say the subject also, because it tells us how to prepare the books of accounts, how to summarize it, how to record it, how to classify it. So this is called accountancy. So these are our today's topic. I hope that you all are getting these topics. So students, please connect it with us so you can get more information about our new subject.